Jaguar XF, a humorous dissection of automotive regret. Warning, may cause trauma. The Jaguar XF. Its sleek, predatory lines whisper promises of effortless elegance and British sophistication. It lures you in with a glint in its eye, a seemingly irresistible charm that suggests a life of refined motoring. But dear reader, allow me to tear back that thin veneer of polished chrome and reveal the absolute, unadulterated automotive catastrophe that lurks beneath. Prepare yourselves, for this isn't just a review. It's an exorcism of mechanical misery, a cathartic scream into the void of luxury car ownership gone horribly, hilariously wrong. The XF fiasco, an unflinching look under the hood, and into the courts. Let's be unequivocally clear. Purchasing a Jaguar XF is not merely a financial transaction. It's an initiation into a very exclusive, very expensive club of perpetual exasperation. You don't own an XF. You merely subsidize its relentless pursuit of mechanical self-sabotage. The initial excitement, the admiring glances, they quickly dissipate, replaced by the chilling dread of every new warning light, every strange thud, and the increasingly familiar, soul-crushing scent of burning money. The XF doesn't just break down, it curates an exquisite, multi-sensory experience of impending doom. First, let's talk about the engines, because honestly, they're more akin to a temperamental houseplant than a precision-engineered power plant. Whether you opted for the thirstier V6, the ambitious V8, or the ubiquitous Ingenium 2.0L diesel and petrol units, you quickly learn that smooth power delivery in an XF translates to a prolonged negotiation with the engine to move the car forward without spontaneously combusting. The Ingenium engines, in particular, deserve a special, ignominious mention. Designed to be the darling of efficiency, they often became the poster child for timing chain failures, an issue so widespread it felt less like a manufacturing defect and more like a pre-programmed self-destruct sequence. Imagine a surgeon performing open-heart surgery, only to find the patient's internal clockwork has decided to disentangle itself like a toddler's necklace. That's your XF's timing chain. Then there are the turbochargers, which often sound less like forced induction and more like a banshee trapped in a leaf blower, destined for an untimely demise. Oil leaks, coolant leaks, these aren't issues, they're features that allow you to mark your territory on every driveway, adding an authentic, oily patina to your paved surfaces. Diesel particulate filters, DPFs, in the Ingenium diesels. Oh, they're not there to filter exhaust. They're there to filter your hopes and dreams, clogging faster than a drain after a badger's bath and demanding expensive, frequent regeneration cycles that rarely seem to work. The check engine light becomes less a warning and more a comforting, constant companion, a beacon guiding you to your local, very expensive, Jaguar specialist, who will greet you with the knowing, weary sigh of a medic seeing a repeat hypochondriac. And then, we arrive at the gearbox, that magnificent ZF 8-speed automatic, celebrated in other brands, but somehow imbued with a malevolent spirit when mated to the XF. It's a gearbox that frequently behaves as if it's operating on a different temporal plane, pondering the philosophical implications of gear selection before grudgingly, perhaps angrily, shifting. Rough shifts is an understatement. It's more like a sudden, violent disagreement between components, often accompanied by a lurch that makes you wonder if you've been rear-ended by a phantom vehicle. Limp home mode becomes less an emergency protocol and more a lifestyle choice, as the XF decides, mid-journey, that it would rather contemplate its existence at 20 miles per hour. Complete transmission failures, mechatronic unit tantrums, the infamous rotary shifter getting stuck or refusing to emerge from its lair like a shy, mechanical groundhog. These are the regular acts in the XF's dramatic interpretation of automotive engineering. You learn to accept that your car has a mind of its own, and that mind is often deeply resentful of your desire for consistent forward motion. Beyond the major mechanical meltdowns, the XF is a veritable playground for electrical gremlins. The infotainment system doesn't just freeze, it enters a catatonic state, demanding a hard reset that often fails, leaving you staring at a blank screen, devoid of music, navigation, or any sense of purpose. Window motors decide that up and down are mere suggestions, not commands. Central locking becomes an abstract concept, occasionally working, mostly not, leaving you to wonder if your XF is secretly moonlighting as an escape artist. Battery drain issues are so prolific that you start carrying a jump starter and cultivating an intimate relationship with roadside assistance. False warnings from malfunctioning sensors become the car's primary form of communication, like a child constantly crying wolf, until you eventually ignore the truly critical alerts. The sheer audacity of these electrical failures, in a supposed luxury vehicle, is truly breathtaking, a masterclass in how to make a premium experience feel like a perpetually malfunctioning budget appliance. Now, let's talk about build quality, or the lack thereof. The interior, while initially sumptuous, quickly devolves into a symphony of rattles and creaks. Every bump becomes a percussion solo performed by ill-fitting plastic and loose trim pieces. The glorious leather seats, once so inviting, quickly show their true colors, wearing faster than a cheap suit at a rodeo. Door handles develop a peculiar habit of detaching themselves, as if seeking freedom from their unreliable host. Paint quality, rust appearing prematurely. These aren't isolated incidents. They're charming nuances of the XF ownership experience, suggesting that premium is a concept applied only to the initial sticker price, not the longevity of the components. You might find yourself longing for the robust, if uninspired, build quality of a decade-old economy car. All these delightful quirks haven't gone unnoticed by the wider world. The Jaguar XF saga of unreliability has led to a litany of official recalls and, inevitably, the grim specter of lawsuits. Recalls have ranged from the terrifyingly serious, potential fuel leaks leading to fire risks, because nothing says luxury like a spontaneous barbecue in your driveway, to brake system issues that question the very fundamentals of safe deceleration. Crankshaft failures in the Ingenium engines led to significant recalls, and airbag deployment problems made you wonder if the safety features were as temperamental as the rest of the car. Seatbelt pre-tensioner failures, steering component defects. It's a laundry list that reads less like a modern car's service history and more like a medieval torture manual. Class action lawsuits, particularly concerning the Ingenium engine's propensity for self-destruction and the DPF issues, have become a depressingly common theme, underscoring the widespread nature of these isolated incidents. Owning an XF often feels like unwittingly signing up for a legal battle, a constant skirmish between your dwindling bank account and Jaguar's engineering department. The humorous irony here is that the car's very existence often lands its owners in the formal, humorless world of courts and legal proceedings, proving that the XF truly is a gift that keeps on taking, even beyond the workshop doors. The true cost of XF ownership isn't just the purchase price. It's the mental anguish, the constant anxiety, and the wallet-shredding repair bills that accumulate faster than rust on a neglected fender. Dealership experiences often begin with a cordial handshake and end with you questioning your life choices and the very concept of automotive loyalty. The resale value of an XF plummets with the gravitational pull of a black hole, making it less an investment and more a guaranteed loss. So, if you're considering a Jaguar XF, take this as your official, humorous, yet utterly serious warning. Save your money, save your sanity, and for the love of all that is mechanically sound, walk away. Buy a bicycle. Buy a reliable, sensible toaster. Anything but this beautiful, terrifying, infuriating testament to automotive ambition gone spectacularly, hilariously wrong. Your therapist will thank you.